I think my first thought was I wasn't sure it was feasible, but I also thought about the opportunity that it offered, and there was a nice serendipity to it because I had students come to me about a month prior to your email saying they really wanted to start something that made them more global citizens, that they were very excited. I mean, the opportunity to see the fruition of all the work that they had put in and to actually meet the students that they were helping and to have that connection. They've been learning Pashto, and so they were excited about being able to use that. Or the results far exceeded my expectations because I thought the students would say hello and they'd be a little shy, and I didn't really expect them to connect in such an authentic way with the Afghan students. I thought there were just these very, very fun moments that I don't think anybody could have predicted, but turned out very nice. You know, the students cheering in both sides and the laughing at the jokes, and throughout the whole time it felt as though these students were in the same room having a conversation, and there was a small language barrier, but with the translation it was fine. And then it came down to, you know, do you cook, and do you play soccer, and you know, what's your class rank, and these other really funny moments that had everyone on both sides laughing. The nice thing was that those moments of unexpected connection where, you know, one of our students talked about volleyball, and they said, you know, do you know what that is? Or talk about tennis, do you know what that is? And oh, of course we know what that is. And so the Marines were one of the best parts to me. It was something I was a little nervous about. I didn't want us to have any kind of political message. They focused to be on the student to student. We wanted to go beyond politics. And what I found was that the Marines that you brought in were perfect. They spoke very directly about their experiences, which I think was a wonderful thing for the students to hear firsthand. They spoke about what they saw the locals needing. They spoke about the impact that we've had on the school, and they spoke about the history that had gone on previously, so that we're able to look at all of those things and say, okay, we understand now the context in which we're operating, and they were able to speak about it in a way that I don't think anybody else would have. And really, I think the sweetest thing was when the general stood up and he said, you know, this goes beyond politics, this goes beyond war, this goes beyond anything else. This is really a world changer, and the world changers happens in small bits. There are little small changes you make that are the ripples in a pool that have a tremendous impact. And when a two-star general is telling your students that their connection with a school and the time that they've spent to connect with that school is making a world change, it's incredibly powerful and empowering to those students who've given up their time and their energy and their fundraising abilities to make it happen. I hope that other administrators and teachers will look into this. I feel like they get great support from Spirit of America. I think the Marines are very thankful for everything that we can do to help them. And frankly, the most thankful people are students, to allow them to be the focus and them to realize this goal, this dream that they came up with of, gosh, I want to be a global citizen. How am I going to do it? Oh, here's an opportunity. Can I do it? Oh, the school's letting me do it. Great. And then we just got out of their way. And it was this funny moment where you're just thinking, gosh, you know, they really do appreciate the positive impacts that we're having. And are these kids going to be telling their grandkids about the school in Los Angeles that gave them books and pencils and pens to be able to learn in a way that their grandparents are telling them about the bridge and the